Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WCA Chinese Qualifier number 2, day number 2. My name is Neo, welcome back to Warcraft. We have 4 games today. We have ZDR versus Colorful, Infi versus TH, Fly versus Fanta, and Yumiko versus Romantic. But I'm not alone here today, as almost always, I have Remo by my side, and I'm very happy that he joins me for, I don't know, the 5th consecutive day. I'm not so sure. Hi, Remo.
Good morning, CPR Neo. How you doing today?
Well, I'm still a bit tired, but it's okay. I'm looking forward to the games and stuff. It's good.
For me, it's better than yesterday, man. Yesterday I was super tired. I fell asleep right after the cast, basically.
Yep.
Today, I guess I'm a little more used to it now. What happened to keeping the blade, man?
Yeah, I kind of forgot it.
I was looking forward to it, dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, keeping the blade is back again.
Alright. Did you get up at 6 a.m. again?
6:30.
Okay, I hit snooze twice and then panically got up.
Wearing a shirt today. And oh my god! The closet. It's closed.
It is. The door to Narnia has
Holy
been closed for today.
Holy shit.
That's not so unusual, man, though. Sometimes it's open, no, sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed.
It's always closed, I feel.
It's always closed? You mean it's always open, right?
Yeah, sure. You see, that's how tired I am.
No. It's about a 50-50. Maybe slightly in favor of open. Alright. So,
what a day yesterday, right? A lot of upsets.
yeah, basically only Yumiko staying true to his role as a favorite and managing to win. But apart from that, only upsets. And the first matchup today we have is ZDR versus Colorful. And in my mind, those were the most surprising of all the players yesterday. ZDR surprisingly weak and Colorful surprisingly strong. Is this trend going to continue today? I feel... How do I put this? At the very highest level, I feel Orc can absolutely abuse Night Elf, the way they can be aggressive, but the way I saw ZDR play yesterday, I'm not sure he can pull that off. So maybe this might just look like talent imbalanced here, if ZDR keeps playing as mediocre as he was playing yesterday.
Indeed. And that was his best matchup yesterday versus Human. Of course it was versus TH, who should be a little better than Colorful, but that was really a shame what he put on the pitch. And Colorful on the other side, he beat Infi 2-0. Incredible performance by him. It wasn't just a fluke, that was really great play by Colorful. But yeah, that's the matchup where Infi struggles. He's 0-5 versus Moon, now he's 0-2 versus Colorful. Maybe it's just the matchup for him, but yeah, we'll see about that. We go in-game right away.
Starting very early today, Jesus Christ. 3 minutes after 8 and here we go. Alright, Turtle Rock, Night Elf versus Orc. Historically very tough for the Night Elf, basically in this matchup, to find experience, to find items, to get decent heroes at all on any map, but Turtle Rock especially. You use your Ancient of War, you get the little turtles, and yeah, great. You got 100 experience. What do you do next? Do you go for the ogres to hope to get some circlets? Blade Master might be there. Do you go towards the other turtles? Blade Master might be there. The thing is, the only secure experience you get is that 100 from the little turtles. And after that, you have to use your Ancient of War to block your base, most likely. And into the mid-game, you want to use your Ancient of War towards your natural gold mine to creep that for a lot of experience. But that's such an obvious move that Orcs oftentimes can punish. So Turtle Rock, one of those maps where it's going to be tough for the Night Elf to find a good start into the mid-game and into the late game.
True that, but there are a lot of good positions for the Night Elf to fight here, especially later on tier 3 when there's a pocket factory to block at least a bit. Here on the back of the turtle, maybe you can hide behind the tavern, find a good spot there. But on the other side, if your units are chunked up, then we have a Torrent Chieftain, most likely at level 3. There's shockwaves coming, so yeah, I think it's pretty damn good later on for both races here a bit. It all comes down, of course, to shop control to a degree in this matchup. Who gets the most scrolls, who gets invo potions and stuff. but since both players I have one lane and one shop for them, that should be no problem later.
It's also going to be interesting to see how Colorful wants to play this, because in a lot of ways he is kind of responsible of how this game plans out. Is he going to try to play it like Korean style, as we like to call it, tier 2 Beastmaster used for creeping, or more aggressively towards tier 2 cancellation and stuff? Because the Orc really should get a fast level 2 blade, maybe even level 3 blade, and then use his tier 2 advantage to position himself aggressively on the map and find some pickoffs on the Night Elf side. And if he doesn't manage to do that, at least he takes some creeps away from his opponent. If he doesn't do that, he most likely is doing something wrong. But the Night Elf, yeah, that's the question. How aggressive does he want to be? How far does he want to delay the tech? He's scouting in the main, seeing that there is one borrow tech coming most likely. Yes, the reshows now, yeah, and there we go. Very quick. So if he wants to apply some tier 2 pressure, it's going to be it's going to have to be very swift and very well executed.
We have the first creep spots finished. The Blade Master with a Pendant of Energy. Amazing for the Tauren Chieftain later on, obviously. On the other side, the Demon Hunt is being blocked at the moment, so his creeping is a little delayed. He has, not a great inventory here. Gloves and a circlet. He would like to have some damage as well, but nope, not for him at this point. Tier 2 tech by Colorful as well. Will he be able to redo his performance of yesterday? That was a shocker to all of us.
A player's forces
but yeah,
are
double
under attack.
burrow is coming, so he has a lot of supply free, and the Blade Masters continue to creep. He sold the Pendant of Energy.
Oh, he found one, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he found it at the shop.
Yeah, oftentimes we see players selling early mana items, but especially the Pendant of Energy is so valuable. Alright, I guess he feels that that is gonna be a good choice, or maybe he wants to apply pressure early, the Pendant wouldn't be so valuable, I don't know. Anyways, Turok, the nice thing here is if the Orc decides to leave you alone for a time, it's a big map where it's hard to be found, so actually the Night Elf is getting a lot out of this early game, man. Also going for 3 archers. So he's really prioritizing the early game, wants to get some experience, maybe even gonna go for some talent play. After all, 3 archers, that's way more than usual, but I believe this is only for creeping purposes. And going for talent play, nonsense, he's of course gonna be going for talent play.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 archers, that's more than normal.
Under attack.
Maybe he wants to do some Murloc abuse, also a possibility. Now the Blade Master will finally find some pickups here on the archer, but only now hitting level 2. The demon already 2.5 going towards the main base right now. Timing a little bit off. He arrives before the completion of the tech, and I imagine the Blade Master is going to be coming back to his base now. Actually, no. He's feeling very secure, very nicely positioned out on the map. Finds the Slippers of Agility. That's a very nice drop for him. As more grunts head into the main, though, the Demon Hunter has to retreat. And where comes the Beastmaster is the question. Not just yet available.
There's an archer coming to the tavern. He has it now, I guess. There he is, and the Demon Hunter is coming in. He sees the Tauren Chieftain in the altar, has the staff ready, and now he wants to harass. There's a lot of space. He can easily cancel this.
Yeah, this building placement by ZDR is really not very good. Oh, almost a surround onto the Demon Hunter. But he gets out with the Staff of Teleportation.
Yeah, so that was an opportunity for Colorful here, man. You say it. 2 big holes here in the building placement, so very, very exposed the tier 2 buildings are.
Yeah, and especially considering how strong the demon is already. Had he just waited for the Beastmaster and then attacked with the Beastmaster and the Demon Hunter and maybe an archer, he would have definitely been able to cancel one, if not both, of the tier 2 facilities. Well, didn't go for it. Instead, he got the Ogre Ward, also always nice heading into the later stages of the game. And now the Blade Master finds his opponent again. So now the 2 first heroes are very close to each other in terms of experience. And, well, it's gonna be good, of course, for both, but I would say maybe a little bit better for Colorful. Because, of course, when the TC arrives, when the Raiders and Walkers arrive, it's gonna be easy for the Orc to find experience. So he's always gonna be able to get level 3 on the Blade. But the Demon Hunter might have a tougher time finding experience because, of course, Ensnare and Spirit Link makes it so tough for him here in the mid game. So him being so close to level 3 already, I would say this is a good early game for Colorful, even if he missed out on some harassment opportunities.
Yeah, he lost some units here and there, the archers especially, 2 of them dead, so the Murloc abuse is out the window, so I don't know, I think ZDR did a fairly good job slowing him down, we saw some nice blocks, so I think ZDR today a little better than he was yesterday. Tauren Chieftain already level 1.5, will be level 2. Oh no, he will not, because the one warrior is gone already. Demon Hunter's coming back in, but he sees alright, everything is finished, the units are coming out. I can't do anything against the burrows at the moment. Beastmaster is healing up. Very few experience points only, all the little spots are gone. And the TC is doing a fairly good job getting to tier 2. I'm curious that he's not going for the rat spot, but if you see the movement of the Night Elf, that was the absolute correct choice. Colorful was expecting the Tauren Chieftain to be here at the bottom right start position to creep it, and so he anticipated that correct. So maybe a Tome of Experience now at the Trappers for ZDR. And now staff.
The Night Elf heading towards the main again. Like the last 2 minutes, he hasn't really been doing anything at all. He's just been running around the map. Now though, staffing in with the demon. Might he be able to pick off something here? He should be. I don't think Ensnare is ready yet to save this grunt. Actually, it should be, but I guess he's not using it or he forgot about it. The grunt will be maybe denied to the creeps. Well done. Denying the experience. Very important towards the demon. And now already almost level 3 on the TC. Where's the Beastmaster and his crew of Quilbeasts? Is heading towards the main of the Orc again, but this really does not seem to be very efficient. I guess he cancels the 4th burrow. Well, I guess he's doing a good job of that. So this delays the Orc to get towards 50, while at the same time he is getting his Master upgrade for the talents in his main.
And if we think about that the Orcs usually want to fight with 60 food versus 50, that's actually a big deal, keeping the burrows down with the Quilbeasts here, keeping him supply stock at 40. On the other side, they are very aggressive, only 32 food for Colorful. Oh, excuse me, 30 now with the Archer dead. Almost level 3 on both heroes. He needs one more creep spot and then he's a lot more dangerous. Beastmaster's coming back at it again. And with the right clicks, this burrow will not come up. There is no mana anymore though, so it's gonna take some time. Time that ZDR uses to get to level 3 and maybe a big item. But here comes the Demon Hunter with talents. Master upgrade is not finished yet. Can he get a last hit on the turtle? No, he's not even trying it. Or did he?
I don't think he got it.
No.
The item definitely went towards the Orc, which was the greater mana, by the way. Just a few moments ago, he was able to force the TP out of the Demon Hunter, finding him with the Ensnare surround. So now the TP scroll is gone, and it seems like now finally this pesky Beastmaster will be dying. Has been cancelling the burrows for so long. Only level 1 gives some more experience towards the Orc. Oh, and here comes the surround, possibly again. He's not going for it. I think this is a big mistake. This was only 5 talents, Beastmaster missing, only level 2 Demon. And I don't think there's a staff on the Tinker. No! This should have been a dead Demon Hunter.
Ooh, missed opportunity, but still a good game by ZDR so far. He's going at it again. Will he steal it? Yep, he does. And the numbers of talents are rising. How much does ZDR? Finally got the burrow up. Finally gets the second burrow to be able to go to 60. More raiders coming out. And the army of ZDR looking fairly good. Of course, it was only a level 1 Beastmaster. That's not gonna take too much time, and there he is. Oh, I thought he'd be trapped by the trees here, but no.
Alright, so the good thing for Colorful is he didn't lose shockwaves, in fact, that big turtle. I don't know about that move. Finding the greater invul though, very nice for him. So he didn't lose any talents in the early game. That's nice. But now he's looking for a fight without a level 3 demon. We saw that backfire before. But ZDR really doesn't want to take it. He wants to go into upkeep before really engaging here in a head-on fight. Also, there's no Spirit Link on all these units. He needs to change that right away. Nice Shockwave though, hitting 3 talents. One of them dies immediately. And the Raiders nicely finding their way towards the talent and snaring them. killing them one by one. Disenchants come in as well, and we see the missing of the level 2 mana burn. If he uses a shockwave, the greater mana potion is going to be coming lots of shockwaves, but now the demon in trouble, being ensnared. Is there another one? No, the raiders are up in the air, demon being staffed out, but now the talent's really trapped against the trees. Where is the greater mana? Does he want to use it? Doesn't look like it. Being Cyclone is a TC over and over. Now the Beastmaster level 1 only in focus fire once more. Is there a staff for him and ensnare something? Is he just gonna be able to run away? Backstab? No, he won't. But ZDR is retreating, but don't forget about the greater mana potion still in the inventory.
Indeed, man. 2 shockwaves at least, and it was a great position for him, at least with the talents, but I think he was too far away. The Demon Hunter was very close, so he could have been burned. Now the Blade Master is surrounded. There is an Invo potion. Oh, he was close for a shockwave here.
He has also 2 heal scrolls in his inventory, so even though everything is hurt, he can heal it up nicely again. I wonder why he's not engaging here. Demon Hunter is still very weak. I think the Orc can go for it. More and more disenchants coming in. Here's the first of the heal scrolls. He's just walking back and taking damage without dealing any. I think this is weird. Alright, Invul used. Here goes the hero focus. Mana potion has also been popped by the TC. Does he get the kill? I think so, because there's no staff, there's no TP. This Demon Hunter is just way too far forward. No Invuls, and he will fall in the end. So ZDR is gonna most likely be able to take this. Only the single Tinker remaining. Here comes the next shockwave, and there's another one where that one came from. The Raiders might be low, and the Beastmaster might be coming in again, but the hero's just so weak for Colorful this game. They will not be able to do it, as the next hero kill goes towards the Orc.
55 for the Orc, 35 for the Night Elf, man. Yeah, I thought maybe ZDR is overcommitting to the Demon Hunter a bit because his units were falling so fast, or the HP were down so fast, but he made it work in the end and yeah, destroyed his opponent here. Crystal Ball, well, meh, but Tome of Experience, obviously great. Having a nice Blade Master now on the field. He used the big mana potion, yes, but it was definitely worth it. Or was it for just one shockwave? I'm not too sure. He could have finished the fight without the potion, most likely. But yeah, the Rune of Healing gets everything back to full health. Can he get his heroes to some better levels? The Demon Hunter will be level 3 afterwards. I don't think that ZDR can contest this. On the other side, Bad Riders are coming in.
Anticipating the Fairy Dragons, and rightly doing so. One has just popped out of the Ancient of Wind. But the big thing here are the hero levels. The TC will be level 5 in just a bit, and the Blade Master will be following shortly. And where do the Night Elves stand? Finally, we have a level 3 Demon Man. He died on level 2 there. I think that was a big mistake by Colorful. He should have looked for that level 3 Demon before. And also, I'm not sure if he was fighting with the Orb of Venom there. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't get that before. But where were the Involts? Where were the heal scrolls? I think Colorful was just way too aggressive. And ZDR was, in the end, I guess, fairly easily able to take that fight. Now level 5 TC, but there's no mana potion on him, so if he finds him in a good position, he can mana burn him and prevent the shockwave. That would be detrimental to this fight. ZDR also only sitting at 54 supply. There is the first mana burn, but there is still one dangerous shockwave remaining.
Yeah, maybe he can walk back a bit to the shop and invest the money. He has 300 gold, that's basically that's okay. He can definitely buy one of those. 50 food for the Night Elf again. So he caught up pretty damn quick. That's what we always see with talent. So fast to reproduce. And class +6 now. But he leaves it there. Does not want to give up the slippers for it. Ah, okay. He transfers something. 2 Invul Potion and a heal scroll on the blade. On the TC we have only 1 healing scroll. No mana potion. Interesting, and now he's kind of engaging without the heroes. Weird moves by ZDR.
Wants to threaten the Night Elf away from the turtle. Doesn't want to give up that big item, but he will have to. Can the Demon Hunter get it? Not quite. He uses the Invul to get the item. Doesn't get it, however. It is now the greater Invul on the Beastmaster. Popping it already. TC only now arriving. Talents are retreating. Fearful of the shockwave, and rightfully so. But this is an awkward position by ZDR. The creeps are now finally, and here comes the shockwave. Not that great, honestly, only onto the heroes. ZDR retreats back out again. He wants to get to those talents with his raiders, but his army positioning just seems to be off this fight.
Yeah, that was no fight to take here. He has a mana potion though, so there is another chance for a shockwave, and there is plenty of them. Nice one. Demon Hunter kind of in trouble, has to use the scroll of healing here, and he is surrounded again. But he cannot stay in this fight. The damage of the talents is too high. Beastmaster a little exposed though. This raider is definitely dead. And ZDR keeps on losing units here. Maybe Colorful can turn this around. Staff on the demon, town portal from the beastie. But I think he did good damage here.
Yeah, ZDR is taking these fights weirdly. He engages, then becomes fearful, runs away again, then he runs in again, then he runs away again. He's spending a lot of time here very inefficiently. He did it very well that one fight, microing the raiders manually towards the talents, ensnaring them, attacking them, even if his heroes weren't really able to do much. That's exactly the way you're supposed to do it. By the way, now contesting the Scroll of Healing goes towards the Orc. A very, very important item here, of course. But ZDR, this is not micro on the, close to perfection. This can be done better. And he needs to look for more decisiveness. When he heads into those fights, he needs to go, alright, I either engage or I go away, but none of this running here and there. This is just a waste of time and a waste of damage, basically. And now, finally, the heroes for Colorful start to get there. We soon have a level 3 Beastmaster, soon have a level 4 Demon Hunter, and the Tinker not too far away from level 3 either. And these heroes become very powerful later into the game. And now ZDR going towards the Knight of Main with only 52 supply and all of his units fairly hurt. Don't know about that move.
Yeah, Shockwave into nowhere again. This one, this time he has an Engine of War to save himself or to help himself a bit. Invo Potion on the Blade Master immediately. Ensnare on the Beastie. Needs to be level 3. Heal Scroll being used right away. Tinker will die most likely. Another healing being used, but nope, that's it. Level 3 on the Beastie. Level 2 Quill Beasts now. Huge damage boost for the Night Elf army, and he scares ZDR away. At least for now. 2 Raiders pretty damn hurt. 1 Talon down. Tauren Chieftain back on the ground. No mana anymore, but the potion has to be careful, but of course he's positioned right next to the Demon Hunter at the moment. Blade Master is trying to do damage here, but Colorful is moving forward. Oh, but now it's Demon Hunter kind of exposed. Invo Potion still surrounded though. Dispel on the Cyclone, but he can't do damage thanks to the Invo Potion. Now he's healed up back again. 48 food versus 52.
Alright, this was a really nice exchange for Colorful. If the Tinker had stayed alive, then everything would be perfect. But the third hero did die, so he's still fairly far behind in experience. Oh, very aggressive sharp here by ZDR. Mana Potion, Shockwave, pretty nice. Cyclone up now though, however. Mana Burn will be coming out, but does he really want to fight this TC, man? I don't think he can shoot through all this health. Instant Ensnare onto the Demon, and there is no invul on him, but there's a staff, and that Demon, the Beastmaster uses it right now. But now, only one hero here in this Night Elf army, and these talents in a bad position. The Shockwave, everything is so hurt. The Beastmaster has used the TP, but how many talents will he lose in the retreat? Many talents. 46 supply remaining, and they fly into the Orc army, but no Ensnares fly out.
Would have loved to see the Bat Rider here once again. That would have been a disaster for Colorful then. It's a nice back and forth game, but now I think that ZDR has the upper hand with a level 5.5 TC. Once again going for the scrolls and the potions. Gets the potion, not the scroll. Scroll for the Night Elf. That is pretty big. 46 food.
And here we go
46.
again. Invul immediately onto the Demon, and he just dies? Does he just die? Yeah, he does.
No chance of swapping the town portal here. Without mana burn, without the damage of the Demon Hunter, how is Colorful supposed to fight here? ZDR still on the retreat, but now the hero focus works finally on the Beastmaster. There's a town portal though. Third Ensnare. He has trouble getting it, but yeah, he portals out. Trying to buy some time to get the Demon Hunter back, but that is in the altar 110 seconds, and from the tavern too expensive, I guess. Only 100 gold remaining in the gold mines.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is ZDR gonna feel comfortable enough to build up an expansion here? That's of course gonna create an easy point of attack for his opponent. Or does he want to spend all of his resources on building an army and preventing the Tree of Life from creating a new base? Pillage most likely has been researched. It's always a nice source of income in these late game scenarios.
And we have some long distance mining that of course going to take a lot of time for ZDR to pay off. So most likely not the best answer. On the other side, Colorful obviously has the Tree of Eternity. He can just uproot them, walk over to a gold mine and stay there. But the natural expansion is occupied by the Orc. But it's not gonna be that easy. This one is not crept, and walking to the head of the turtle might be a little risky because it can be intercepted. It's not
Alright,
as
here we
easy
go.
as it sounds for the Night Elf now. Going immediately for the Beastmaster. There's no healing, no town portal, no nothing. Nice shockwave again. Next and snare. Will he get the damage out? Yes, he does. A lot of damage on the Blade Master though, with the trees and all.
Blade Master caught in a weird position. Of course, he's being cycloned over and over. The village is getting a bit of resources here for the Orc, but I think as soon as the Demon Hunter returns, he may have to retreat. But the Moonwells are dropping one by one, but also the Raiders dropping low. Heal Scroll now used by the Orcish side, getting rid of another one of those Moonwells. If the Demon comes out, can he maybe try to hope for a kill here on the Blade Master? Is there another Cyclone? There, yes, there is.
There's a lag for me now. Ah, better.
Oh, Demon Hunter's there, and he can surround the Blade Master right now. And there's no invul. This is an easy kill. It looks to me. Here comes the Shockwave. No invul, nothing. ZDR! What are you doing? Blade Master dead, and with the Demon returning, even though there are no invuls, without a Blade Master, he can just kill all the heroes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Horrible.
ZDR making so many mistakes again.
Are under attack.
Oh, jeez.
He had this game at least twice. Won. He had great items, great heroes, great fighting position, but he hesitated to kill the units then. And walked back and lost so much because of it. And now what an overcommitment in the last fight, man. Diving in with the Blade Master that deep without having like potions and stuff. Or enough potions at least. That was pretty damn weak, and Colorful is 3-0 now in the group stage here.
There were so many good moves he could do. Like, just put Spirit Link on all your raiders and attack the altar, you know? And force a lot of repair, a lot of cyclones. You force a lot out of the Night Elf. But no, he dives deep with his Blade Master. Basically, the one way he loses the game is by losing the first hero. And then, of course, you can pick off the second hero. Wow. I mean, there were moments of brilliance here where the micro was really good, but also so many mistakes by ZDR. I am very disappointed with him so far this WCA qualifier. This is nothing like the performance we saw last time around.
Definitely. And if he loses the next map, he's most likely out. He lost yesterday, 2-0 versus TH. If he loses 2-0 versus Colorful, he has to win Infi again and then hope that the other results are lining up for him. But it's pretty damn impossible to come back from this.
What did you say? He has to defeat Infi again because like last qualifier.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Well, with the 0-4 map score, even if he wins, it's gonna be hard. He might be very lucky if lots of players get one win and 2 losses, but yeah, he has to focus on winning this here. And Colorful might be going out of the first 2 matches with a 4-0 map score, which would be pretty damn nuts, man. He's been playing fairly well here last game, I would say. Against Infi, though, it was looking better. He was struggling a little bit here and there. His time usage was not always the most efficient. But hey, new map, new opportunity. Let's see how this turns out. This is gonna be the map choice of the Orc, and interestingly so, usually, oftentimes we see the Night Elf liking to go for this map. Tavern, very, very close to the Orc base. Harassment, staff stuff, very possible. Demon Hunter finding level 3. Not too hard either. So that's why oftentimes Night Elf like this map. But yeah, ZDR, maybe he's got a good idea of what to do here.
Yeah, he definitely has to. We saw a lot of Orcs struggle, for example, against Foggy on this map. And Colorful seems to be in a great shape. But Foggy went for the early tier 2 push. And that's of course pretty damn good on Amazonia. Colorful tried it, but off with his timing. Maybe he's not feeling too comfortable with the early harass and would like to creep a bit. And so that is pretty hard on Amazonia, to be honest. So let's see, maybe that's the reason behind this. Maybe ZDR just feels comfortable on Amazonia. It's always hard to tell.
Yeah, it might just be a comfort pick. Some players like this map, like that map. And even if it might not be the greatest on paper for a given matchup, if you feel comfortable playing on it, why not go for it? 1 Borotech or 2 Borotech is the question here. There's a lot of creep camps you can take thanks to medium armor fairly easily with the grunts. But if you go for more grunts, you can creep a hell of a lot here. But of course that delays your tier 2, and it seems like the 1 Borotech is what the Orc likes to go for, what the ZDR likes to go for. But the Demon Hunter will be level 2 immediately, and if he's lucky, he finds 2 very nice items. So maybe it's gonna be safer to go for more grunts, but we take a look in the Orc base and we see only 1 Burrow, so it's gonna be a fast tech again. Let's see, how much can this Blade Master get out of the map here? Early on Turtle Rock, honestly, it wasn't too much. The Demon Hunter had a decent head start. Was unable to transition that into a fast level 3, however. So let's find out. Maybe it's gonna be some big aggression from ZDR this time around, but I imagine he's gonna be waiting a little bit for that.
Yeah, he's starting creeping here with the first circlet and the cloak on the other side. There's the Gloves of Haste, not that bad for the demon, good damage boost for him early on. Tier 1 still, okay, now tier 2 for Colorful, pretty much at the same time with the ZDR. Despite being at a 1 Burrow tech, he got a grunt out, he got the sharp out, so that's why his tech is not super duper fast, like Fly goes from time to time. But yeah, I think both players are evading each other a bit.
Yeah, Colorful's timing is off. He wanted to be there to prevent the Berserker creep, but he didn't have a dust, so he couldn't really prevent the last hits. And he was too late anyways, so now he delays his level 2 in order to harass the Blade, but yeah, the timing's just off, and now the Blade Master is here to possibly get the last hit. How long will the Wind Walk last? Is it gonna be long enough? Yes it is! Gets the last hit, gets the item as well, the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Colorful was very paranoid there, wanted to use his Ancient of War to block the base as soon as possible instead of creeping up a little bit more. And now the demon out of trouble, but has the boots, has the staff. Is there maybe a wisp in the Orc base to staff in? No, there is not. So that's not a possibility. Archer and Demon Hunter will look to try to find a level 2, and yeah, will finally successfully be able to do so. So both players find their level 2. The fast tech, however, is on the Orc side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the fast tech, but only slightly faster. Now it's, yeah, I thought it was time for the Demon Hunter to creep, but no, Slippers of Agility for him, so it's a good damage dealer already. And the boots, he can chase a grunt maybe if he's lucky, but they're all at full health. That makes it, of course, pretty damn hard. 700 HP for the grunts. Not too old, maybe a 3 units around? Nope, he escapes. And they're chatting a lot actually, so maybe they're friends or know each other for a long time. A lot of chatting going on, that's pretty rare for Chinese players.
Yesterday in the WCA games we also saw a bit of chatting here and there, I remember. Alright, and now we have more grunts, and again, medium armor creeps, easily taken out, should be the level 3 for the Blade Master fairly soon if he keeps on creeping here. Might be able to get that level 3 before the TC arrives. Of course, the demon would like to prevent this, finding the creep here. Here comes the mana burn, mass bash. Is he gonna be able to get the last hit? Definitely should be able to, and yeah, we'll get it. Here is the Beastmaster as well. Is this Blade Master maybe in trouble? There's no boots here, but he is sturdy enough to survive this.
And the Reju potion found for him, that's of course in this situation the perfect one to drop. He's going to the shop, healing up immediately, getting mana and HP back. In the meantime, the Beastmaster is trying to cancel stuff. This time the building positioning is better, but will it be enough though for the Beastry or the Spirit Lodge? We're about to see. He's going in, wants the Lodge as fast as possible, and he will be able to cancel it. On what cost is the question here. Torrent Chieftain is about to pop out, going for the Archer. Damage is enough for the Lodge, and there's no item on the Beastmaster. Where is the demon? So far away. Beastmaster is trapped in the base. Yes, the Grunt is blocking the path, the Bouncer, and the Beastmaster dies so easily. If you dive in like this, never wonder if your hero get killed.
Yeah, might be worth it though, only a level 1 Beastmaster. For the delay of the Spirit Link, and again, Spirit Link is what makes the Orc so strong on on tier 2. And he could have saved the Beastmaster, he could have staffed in and used the TP, but is a TP really worth a level 1 hero? I'm not sure. Orc now continues to creep. This will be a very quick, very easy, level 3 for the Blade Master. And because one of the Grunts was killed by the Demon, he's also gonna be, gonna have a tougher time creeping stuff here on this map. And now the Demon Hunter is coming into the Orc base and might be able to cancel the Spirit Lodge again. ZDR was not expecting this. He should have maybe parked a Grunt here, and this Spirit Link is gonna be so late now.
Look at the lumber, man. That's only 50 lumber. He needs 100 more for another attempt to get the Lodge back. 145. Peon is blocking. He has to step out. Critical strike, maybe? Nope. Unlucky ZDR. But yeah, okay, there's the next Spirit Lodge. I was wondering why he was so short on lumber, but that's the reason for it. But pretty damn exposed. So if the Beastmaster and the Demon are coming back in again, easy target Lodge.
But now it's getting pretty dicey. There is Ensnare here, so and there we see it the first time around. Also, is that level 3 on the Blade Master? Oh, 8 experience away only. Are they really gonna try to go for the cancellation again? I don't know if you saw the positioning, because it's super exposed, the Spirit Lodge. But yeah, he doesn't wanna go in. He knows he's most likely gonna have to trade a TP for this, seeing as Ensnare is out. And that might not be worth it. But again... Oh shit, I have lag. Hello?
Yeah, for me it's fine. All good. I hear you. Everything is good. I hope this will stabilize for you. Level 2 on the Tauren Chieftain as well, with another Reju potion that he found. Blade Master with 2 circlets, not the best inventory, but also not the worst. The Demon Hunter is far away from level 3 though. And we saw that in game 1, that was what made him struggle so hard.
By the way, my Netty is crashed, so...
Ah, okay.
I'm not in the game anymore. I'm gonna join Netty's TV, but I'm gonna be a decent
late.
chunk behind.
Yeah. Alright, level 3 on the Blade Master now, getting the next Taskmaster. Raiders went out to scout a bit. He knows, okay, the Night Elf is coming. First Watcher Ward being dropped, and nice long range and snare on the Demon Hunter. Ah, he's not surrounded, but there's also a staff. Getting the cooldown off is nice though. Has to uproot the shop to get out. And Master Upgrade is finished for Colorful. That's when the Night Elves start to shine. 27 food versus 46 on paper. Things look great for the Orc, but he didn't do that much damage just yet. Pretty flawless game for Colorful so far. Tauren Chieftain now creeping up to level 3 at the Wizard here. And if that's a big item like a Sobi Mask, that's gonna be amazing. Oh, Lightning Shield is providing good damage here though. Rune Bracers, that is not good at all. No Berserker for ZDR. We see Fly and Focus going for it all the time, and almost... Okay, there it is. Almost losing a Grunt. There's the Berserker. Nice piercing damage against the Talons and the TC on level 3. Finally. And the heal scroll. So he's pretty well equipped. Tinka as the third hero, obviously, for Colorful. No scrolls for him. Is there any available? Yes, one is available. But no money for him at the moment. So, yeah, creeping on both sides, no upgrades for ZDR, and then Claws of Attack, that's nice now, plus 10 damage, and the Aura for boosted attack speed and movement speed from the TC, obviously. But Colorful seems to be ready for a go. He goes out on the map pretty offensively. Next heal scrolls though for ZDR. The shop control is really good by the Chinese Orc. He has 2 of them. No Invo Potion just... Okay, there's the Invo Potion as well. So he's set at 49 food. Colorful as well. Just waiting for more talents. And then, yeah, what can he do without scrolls?
The town is under siege.
That's the question here. I mean, we have level 2 Shockwave, and that's gonna hurt if positioned correctly. No Mana Potion though. And that might be hurt him. That might hurt him. if the burns are correct. Getting most likely the third, the second mercenary camp as well. Second chance for a great item, but Colorful is close and he's coming. He knows exactly what's going on. Peon is scouting this, so maybe this forces a town portal. There's no town portal, so we mask it is. Nice item here, speed scroll though, mini town portal. And he's engaging, it looks well, very, very good for him, man. 2 berserkers, lots of damage, 55, nice shockwave to start things off with. Talent is down immediately, Cyclone is coming, heal scroll number 1 being used and he kills the second caster of the Night Elf unit. Amazing shockwave again. Oh my god, the talents, it doesn't look good for them. This might be the first map loss for Colorful in this qualifier. He's 3-0 already, but the Orcish army seems to be a little overwhelming here. Cyclone everywhere and a nice 10-foot advantage. The mana burns weren't on point. We got 2 shockwaves out of this, and that's not what's supposed to happen here. But of course, level 2 Demon Hunter only, level 1 mana burn only. That's not gonna do too much. He's sticking in the fight, trying to go for the Beastmaster, trying to do some magic with the Pocket Factory and stuff, but I think the Orc is just overwhelming.
When it gets to these stages, the fighting positions on Amazonia really aren't that great. Everything is so broad and open.
On the other side, the Orc used 2 heal scrolls, and now there's nothing left. No Invo Potion, no heal scroll, nothing. And no mana on the blade, and he gets surrounded with level 4. Can he fight out? The Beastmaster has to move himself away. ZDR in the fight again. Where are the new talents? They're coming, but will it be enough? Beastmaster in deep trouble. Town Portal being used. And this fight for ZDR, I think, went pretty damn great. He didn't lose much. Leveled up quite fast, 4 and 3 on his heroes, getting 2 talents for free that were not in range for the town portal. 4 supply gone, and the Night Elf is down to 39.
Yeah, this is looking very, very good for ZDR. I mean, I see it quite a bit later, but seems like this is gonna be the equalizer.
Yeah, but he had the upper hand in map number 1 as well, and Colorful came back stronger than we could expect, but the hero levels are so low, man. He needs this spot, and the Blade Master is once again around for the Rock Golem. Or can he go for the Demon? No, has to use the potion on the Demon. Thanks for the creeping reveal being used, but it's too late. Big mana! Oh boy, that is horrible. The big mana potion again on the TC. Is there another Cyclone? Yes, there is. The Orc is coming in. He knows, okay, if I'm not interfering here, my Blade Master will be dead. And he's still not the levels that he wants, man. This Rock Golem would have provided a triple level up, but the Blade Master, the Stealing Magpie, got it in the end. And the 2 Berserkers are still alive here, almost level 4. The Subi Mask is doing a great job for the Torrent Chieftain, obviously. Bigger mana, 2 heal scrolls, Invu Potion. That is so nice. That's such a nice inventory of ZDR. Finally he gets the levels, but still no level 3. What the hell? There is another green spot here, so he could get it at the moment, but of course you need to take control about the shops. He's slot starved a bit, so that's why he's not getting the items here. ZDR is. Okay, level 4 on the TC. 3 heal scrolls in total. I don't know how Colorful is supposed to win the fight. He has 1 heal scroll. But the map is almost entirely empty concerning the creeps, and that doesn't make things easier for the Night Elf. ZDR is breaking upkeep now. And that should be it. A lot of open surface here at the bottom of the map for a fight for the Orc. Of course, Colorful does not want to fight here. But he's still showing presence. And he is forced into this fight right now, thanks to Ensnare. There is a town portal on the Beastmaster. Will he pull it though? Not yet. Oh, I don't know what's going on. A lot of chatting here in the middle of the fight. Alright. Getting rid of the Pocket Factory right away. The shockwave was great. Again. And he can only heal up against this once. Raiders are losing though. Weird fight. Shockwave into basically nowhere except the Beastmaster. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter finally, but is it too late? Question mark. Yeah, town portal on Beastmaster and he gets out. Heavy losses for ZDR. A few casters went down, a few raiders went down. And Colorful is at 47. Did only lose his town portal. Got the level up that he wanted. How many scrolls did he force? 2? What? Okay. And now, shop control again. Does he have the resources? Nah. But he's just waiting for it. And then he has a heal scroll again. They are on par.
Maybe he can hope for an overcommitment again. ZDR showed before that he can get impatient. Maybe he can try to lure the opponent towards his main, you know, to be fighting with buildings, with moonwells, with a shop. Otherwise, this is gonna be a near impossible task. So maybe, you know, move forward with the Demon Hunter, staff him back, run away, crow form stuff.
Yeah, but looks like he wants to fight again. Showing so much presence. Alright, one heal scroll versus 2. The first shockwave into nowhere. Raiders are finding the talents though. Nice end snares here and there. Cyclone immediately on the Blade Master, who is close to being level 5. Mana burn hits before the shockwave arrives, so he has to put the big mana potion, and that's it! That hurt pretty good. Surround on the Demon Hunter here, but there is a step, there is a potion, and maybe he's able to fight out. Yes, finally getting rid of the Berserkers, and Colorful in the fight looking still a bit better, but now the talents, one more shockwave, and they're all dead, I feel. There it is, but only hitting one. That was definitely weak. But yeah, the number of talents is decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. I don't think the heroes can hold this any much longer. Demon Hunter is ensnared. There's nothing that can save him anymore. Critical strike and the life is over. And over is the win streak of Colorful. It is 1-1 the first time Colorful lost a map in this tournament, and the first time the ZDR won a map in this tournament.
Alright, I have been trying everything to get my netties to work again, but crap ain't working.
Damn.
I'm gonna try to reboot right now my computer and my router. Maybe that helps. I might be too late to be joining in on the last map.
Okay.
So I'm trying it right now again if it works, but it doesn't. So yeah, I'm gonna be going for a reboot, and hopefully then I can connect again.
Alright, buddy. See you in a sec.
Oh, it just worked!
Nice.
Miracle. A miracle!
And the invite is coming as well. Ah, you're in. Great. I'm using a new program now. I'm not using What the Fast anymore. I'm using Ping Zapper. And that works pretty damn good.
I never used any program at all, and it always worked well.
Oh.
And
okay.
now it's crapping out a little bit, but hopefully it stabilizes now. If it continues to be issue some, I'm gonna try to go for that as well. What's it called? Ping Zapper?
Yeah, Ping Zapper, and we are provided with another tool here by ENA. It's called UU Accelerator. I will try that later. Maybe that's better.
Alright, map number 3, the Decider. This is gonna be Colorful's map. Echo Isles, a lot better in terms of map layout for the talents, of course. The great thing about Amazonia, if you get off to a good mid game and late game, is the broad open spaces, and we saw it in those fights. The Raiders and Walkers had the easiest time ever going for the talents, but here on Echo Isles, especially with the Pocket Factory, you can create some nice chokes for yourself. But what we also like to mention, Echo Isles Neo, there's a few specialties here.
To that, first there are 10 creep spots where you can fight claws. Then there's a marketplace where you can buy claws. So a Pimp Blade Master is very, very likely. And on top of things, Remo, have you counted the goblin merchants on this map?
There is in fact only one.
That's true. And we saw how important shop control is here. Getting the scrolls, getting the involts. And with only one shop control is even more important.
Yeah, so map control is gonna be key. Is maybe the orc gonna go for a 2-borrow tech here, trying to get more map control, more grunts, more pressure on the map. But the thing is, by that point you don't really need the scrolls and involts just yet. When you have like 40 supply, 45 supply, something like that, that's when you really want to get the scrolls. So I'm definitely anticipating a 1-borrow tech by him once again. But I think if he goes for that, the base might be open. We saw that before, how his base layout is not necessarily perfect, especially on Turtle Rock. But so far, Colorful wasn't able to abuse it too much. Well, on Amazonia, there were a lot of cancellations on the Spirit Lodge, but he wasn't really able to capitalize too well from this. I feel maybe he should try to find a quick level 3 on his Demon Hunter, then go for cancellation and have the Demon Hunter carry through the mid game. But he really seems to be prioritizing keeping the Blade Master down.
A player's forces are
Indeed. I think a big problem of his games were a level 2 Demon Hunter because he never hit the mana burns that good. And that resulted, of course, in more shockwaves and more damage. I don't know. I don't like this low hero level play of Colorful. He made it work on Turtle Rock, but that was more ZDR's fault than his achievement, I feel. And on Amazonia, there was basically no chance at the end.
Yeah, I see that very similarly. Now, the thing is, early game items here are actually pretty crucial because, especially, of course, in the early stages, the heroes are the major part, like worth 80 supply of the entire army. So if you can pimp those up, your trading is gonna be very, very favorable for you. And of course, the marketplace is a spot where you can easily pimp up your first heroes. But of course, it's expensive. Who wants to go for that investment and who doesn't? We have the one burrow tech again, as we were expecting from the Orc, but this time a very, very quick tech from Colorful. This will result in the base not being walled off for a little while, but with the Blade Master only being level 1, it's doubtful that he's going to be going offensively.
Yeah, this will take some... Oh, he's buying the second claw. It's plus 12 already. Colorful is interrupting this creep, so the Maulers will attack the Blade Master as well. And this is not how this creep is supposed to be.
Yeah, and now the Blade is out of mana. Almost. If he eats another mana burn, there's definitely no way he can take this Ogre. And there should be a mana burn coming. Huh? But he wants to get to the boots first. Should have the... Oh, it's gonna be close. Both are gonna be arriving in time. It's not 1900 just yet. So spam click. Spam, 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 spam. Who gets it?
Demon Hunter got it. And otherwise he would be dead for sure. There is a Windwalk soon though. Oh, mana burn right on time. And so he's left with 100 HP. That's gonna be enough. Staff as well. Yep, but going into the Orc base now is pretty much impossible with only 120 HP. And the Blade Master with 2 claws. You cannot do this. But yeah, he's gonna heal up. Is there a wisp around this time? There is one in the trees. He can easily move it there. And staff on it to cancel the tier 2 buildings again. Gonna be good.
What does the Blade Master find? Ooh, a circlet. Man! This blade is a beast, as we so often see on Turtle Rock, with all the claws and the marketplace. Now the Grunt being ensnared, he could stab onto the Archer and kill the Grunt. Is it worth it for him though? Nope, he wants to go for the Ogre instead. I like this move. Getting a big item, getting a bit of experience as well, but it's not really perfect because the Maulers are attacking him as well, but should be able to get it in the end. Nice distraction there with the Archer, just, you know, showing him, hey bro, I'm here, look, you better spend some time over here. Getting level 2 now, finding the, what's it called?
Scroll the Beast.
Exactly. It's gonna be selling that one.
On the other side, boots for the Blade Master now as well. Tier 2 is finished, and now it's time for the Night Elf to do some damage. Bestiary and Lodge is coming. Where is the Beast Master? Not there yet. There he is. He has the staff on the Demon Hunter, level 2 for him. But this time he decides, alright, Demon Hunter must be enough. I gotta do some creeping.
It's weird though. The Demon Hunter could definitely be getting trapped in the main or not get in. There's a lot of holes here though, so he might get in. And the most important thing is the staff is on cooldown, so he might be forced into a TP. The Beastmaster is going to be creeping up simultaneously, which is cool, but this gives it experience to the second hero, not to the first hero, who I feel it's very important for. Might he be getting surrounded? Catching a lucky break here, playing with fire is Colorful. But also buying a lot of time for a second hero, so I like this. Finally he prioritizes his heroes. Because I feel, of course we all know, The Orc heroes are very strong in this matchup if they get to do what they want, but they rarely do. I feel the Night Elf heroes are also very, very powerful, not to be underestimated.
Indeed, level 2 Hawk now available. That's a lot of information. Always detection on the Blade Master, and of course you can send him around to see what's the composition of the army and what state is he. Is he close to 50? Is he breaking upkeep, and so on and so on. Ensnare upgrade and the first walker for Spirit Link. Blade Master gathering some information here, and yeah, the big flaw in Colorful's game is still the level 2 Demon Hunter, and he's not about to change that. Colorful with a Berserker now, a little more damage to his army. Keeps the Pendant of Energy for now. I kinda like it because more summons, more damage. And there's no Dispel yet. Berserker for ZDR as well. What's he gonna find? Pendant of Energy would be amazing for him too, or Claws. It's no Claws. And he's not even picking it up.
And he's getting level 2 right here. I imagine after this camp he's going to be running across the map. Finds the Ring of Regeneration. I actually think this item is pretty damn good. Especially in these early game stages when, you know, it's still a lot of trading, still a lot of running around. Not just the full out fight just yet. Blade Master gathering more and more information. And yeah, I'm with you here. I'm still worried for this demon. We are heading into the mid-game here, and he's only barely level 2 still. Going towards the shop now, buys the first scroll of healing, not the invul, despite this threatening inventory from the Blade Master.
Yeah, and that's an opportunity for ZDR to get the invul. Still available, he has the resources, and he's occupying that spot. Demon Hunter is coming back, he's slot-starved though.
Talent upgrade is now in production. Is he gonna be getting the Tinker already? Gonna wait a little bit longer. Doesn't really have the lumber for it right now. Blade Master is in here. Oh, unfortunate Ensnare for him to be able to get this Berserker. That's a big pickoff. Also giving him a lot of experience. He is still only level 2 and the TC is now coming in. The Night Elf has to know this is happening and yeah, retreats in time, but gives up the entire creep camp to his opponent. Of course, we all are used to seeing this by now. Before the talent master training is around, he really cannot fight any real fight. What's the Demon Hunter doing?
What's the Demon Hunter doing there? Exactly my question. Is there Ensnare yet? He has 2 raiders, so there must be Ensnare. First one here, he can cancel it. Will he? No, he doesn't. There must be cooldown on the second raider.
Alright, I wonder if he saw that Ensnare. Maybe he did with the Ancient of War. Probably he did. That's pretty cool. He probably saw the first Ensnare with the Raider, then walks in, mana burns, and alright, second Ensnare, then I can staff out because the other Ensnare is on cooldown. So that was a nice little play there by Colorful, but these cheeky plays, are they going to be enough, or does he need something more solid? Something more solid like a level 3 demon. He's far away from that. I think he needs to solo creep him really, really heavily right now. There should be enough experience in the bottom left. And I think here we see the first big strategic mistake from the Orc. Why is he not creeping that stuff away from his opponent?
Yeah, he has the bigger force here. He can definitely do that. And risk a creep jack of some sort. Demon Hunter is far away from the creep. Beastmaster's getting all the experience. He seemed to value the level 2 Quill Beast higher than the level 2 mana burn. I do not agree with that decision. Ring of Protection for him. Not the greatest inventory for the Demon Hunter. But yeah, also the Blade Master is only level... Oh boy. Third Claw. Plus 22 damage. And now I would prioritize the Blade Master at least to a degree to get the level 2 Critical Strike. Because those numbers will be incredibly high.
If he gets to be on the ground, that's of course the big if. How many talents do we have? There is about 7 in the army and of course more and more coming. 41 supply for the Night Elf and here comes the Tinker making it 46, but he doesn't really have everything he wants just yet. There's no invul here on his side. And a single heal scroll, which is okay, but there's also not a level 3 demon. And I wonder why is he going offensively here? He could still be creeping up so much more. But he is looking to bring the fight to his opponent. Alright, I guess. He finds the TC, the first mana burn will be coming out. Only level 1, however. Still 2 shockwaves remaining. He's trying to find a good position here. Up to the top of the marketplace would be great, but now he's south of the marketplace. Peons are here already as well. And ZDR again showing some hesitation, but now he's going in. very early in vulnerability. He wants to get something done right here. The Demon Hunter is way in front, is being ensnared. There's a healing potion, no invul. There's mass ensnare coming, and now here comes the Cyclone. The invul is over. Here comes the Disenchant Staff as well. Saves the Demon Hunter. Level 3 for the Beastmaster is dropping low. TP, however, still left on him. An Archer dies, but those are really not that important anymore. Shockwave mana? Not really. Is there going to be a mana burn to prevent the next Shockwave? Is he thinking about it? Oh, the Beastmaster in trouble. Backstab. Ensnare, I think he needs to TP. Heal Scroll using it first. Keeping him alive. When's he going to TP out? He has the guts. He has the glory. Is he going to be able to survive? Yes.
Okay, keeps everything alive here. Not too many losses, I feel, but still looking pretty good for ZDR. Additional experience here on him. Level 3 for both heroes, 57 food for the Orc. On the other side, it's 50 for the Night Elf. But yeah, he didn't get much experience here as well. Now it's shop control time for the Blade Master. Good amount of gold. And that is definitely a heal scroll, and he's waiting for the invul as well. And so the Orc can't get the Night Elf can't get anything, and if the shockwaves hit this time, it's gonna be hard. One shockwave available once, if he's not catching another mana burn. There's the shockwave, hitting good.
This is so dangerous, man. He has no TP, no invuls, no heal pots. This looks like ZDR, Colorful's base has been destroyed, and he has to win with this all in, but I don't know why he thinks so. Invul on the Blade Master, going for it again. Very early usage, trying to get the Demon here, who is still under-leveled. Now Invul over on the Blade and Snares. I mean, Cyclones need to come out, and they do. Now, pretty good position here with the Pocket Factory creating a nice little choke, and the Talons are starting to do their tornado work. What's he gonna try to go for? He's retreating back into the burrows. More piercing damage will be coming in. But this Orc army is pretty hurt. But now the Demon in trouble. Where's the Disenchant against the Cyclone? Nowhere. But the Demon Hunter is surrounded against his own Beastmaster and will fall. As I said before, no invul, no heal pod, and no TP. And now the Beastmaster might be next in line.
Yeah, the Tinker is super hurt as well, but ZDR is retreating. He doesn't want to fight this now. He wants to heal up at least a bit. Will be start doing great damage, but gets killed off easily. The Berserker can sustain so many shots from the Talon, providing good damage. He's going for the Beastmaster. As you mentioned, no town portal, that the staff is on him. He's not swapping it. The Endsnares are coming in, and boom! Down goes the second hero. Demon Hunter is back into the fray though. Level 2 on the Tinker. And he's scared of that Demon. That's for sure. Oh, he's diving in, immediately surrounded. That's a suicide commando here from the Demon Hunter, and he will be dead in a second. Yes, dieback on the first hero. Everything is low though for ZDR. Can Colorful get some pickups? Nice shockwave. Oh boy, speaking of pickups, the Blade Master's doing it exactly correct. And there's a mana potion on the TC now. So the next shockwaves are going to be hard, but the Endsnare seem to be enough for now as well. First Talon almost down, second Talon down, 3 Talons dying here.
Almost level 4 for the Blade. ZDR sitting comfortably at 50 supply. I guess Colorful gets out in the end. Only 41 remaining. He does also get the opportunity to buy something at the shop. He desperately needs invuls. Finally, the first one of the game. I really don't understand his aggressiveness there. Why, after the TP, you know, after the first fight at the marketplace, he runs across the map towards his opponent's main without TP, without heal pod, without an invul. I don't get it. I really do not.
Yeah, me neither. Second buyback on the Demon Hunter. That is so expensive. Blade Master at the shop. Oh, nothing there for him, I see. So the Tinker bought it all. Of course he wants the invul, but
Demon Hunter.
Oh my god, the Demon Hunter again. There's so many Endsnare. Is there? No!
Oh my god, what a big mistake. He could have easily cancelled this with the Ensnare.
There was so much Endsnare.
Oh god. Many mistakes coming out from both sides. Man, oh man.
Look at how few units Colorful killed. The experience of the Demon Hunter is not even level 2.5. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, throughout all of these games, he is not prioritizing that level 3 and the Demon Hunter in general enough. Like, he needs to change that.
Heal scroll on the Blade Master now and level 4. We see critical strike level 1. Yeah, that's okay. but now it's level 2. Damage multiplier times 3, and that's gonna be around 240 damage, I guess. Oh, 200 here, right from the start. Yeah, 210, 200. That's gonna be some high numbers. TC is level 4 as well. Still 50 food, not breaking upkeep, not doing any risks at all. Playing this very, very careful.
And here we go, second round. He's heading across the map again for an attack, but this time he has a TP, has an invul, no heal scrolls though. The mana burns need to be on point, but still only level 1 mana burns. Can they really be good enough? That's the question. It needs an amazing position with the help of the Pocket Factory. The Raiders need to be attacking the heroes because otherwise this fight is decided already. The TC's coming from the south, Berserker in tow as well. Very far forward are the talents now. Here comes the Pocket Factory. This creates a nice little position here. Where is the Blade heading in? He has the invul as well. Is he going to pop it very soon again? Or is he going to be more patient this time? It almost looks like Colorful has an expansion with his weird attack, but he doesn't.
He's sniping the reinforcements, that's good. Now he's engaging. Ensnare on the Beastmaster immediately. Shockwave into nowhere again. So, yeah, that's a big opportunity here to get the Demon Hunter once again. Invul potions around not being closed. He has to retreat at least to a degree. That Shockwave was great. Finally, second one out. He has one more mana potion, but he wants the hero so bad. And he gets it! Critical strike for 162, and without
he
mana
transferred
burn.
the TP, and now the TP is gone, and now he can't get out of here. This might be the beginning of the end. Mass Ensnares should be flying. Oh, there's Shockwave hitting basically everything. And as we said before, there is no heal scroll. There might soon be no heroes and no units anymore. I guess the Tinker will be the lone survivor to tell about this tale of tragedy. As finally, Colorful has to give up on Echo Isles. And ZDR does take it in the end. Pretty disappointing performance on map number 1. I guess he comes back, but again, not the very best play we've seen lately.
Yeah, for sure. We saw it yesterday. The games weren't as great as we were used to from GCS, and now it's basically the same again. So a lot of mistakes, and the question just is who capitalizes most from these mistakes. And yeah, here it was ZDR staying alive and saving his tournament performance here after the loss against TH. So now he has to win Infi tomorrow in the final day of the group stage.
He did it before. He showed before how good he can be against human. And Infi is not looking to be super impressive